offensive side of things. And you know, the man who was doing it all that first map, Zuma, I'm going to watch him off the break.
Well, and one of the nice things about the bomb change that actually came in with the patches, you see both bomb sites gone to quite often. You see FaZe right now, they're going to be leaning towards A. And for the moment, Optic Gaming has absolutely no one watching. However, you can see players have already cleared out B, and it looks like number 8 on the minimap, Karma, is already rotating back to potentially help his friend, but FaZe is playing incredibly passive.
The few times I've watched Optic Gaming on this map, that has been their break in round 1. They send 3 down the arch stairs on defense. They have 1 hold the top hotel hallway. They're not going to find anything this time around. Jammer comes in, which does hit Zuma, so Optic have some information. They know at least 1 player is here by bridge. How do they elect to rotate on over? You see here on your minimap, all 4 green arrows moving on in for Optic Gaming. They're expecting this pressure towards the A site from FaZe, as first blood has yet to be struck.
Yeah, FaZe right now is waiting for Optic to make a mistake. That's why they have entire map coverage instead of trying to get this bomb down. So that first blood is going to be key, because right now all of Optic's presence is where they need to be over by this bomb. Crimsix nearly getting picked off as well, but still able to get just behind cover. Still, though, 24 seconds left. The bomb's got to go down soon.
And look, the time ticking down, which could favor either side, but it's almost like it's a clock winding down for Clayster to flank, and he misses a lot of shots there. 3 versus 3. Karma gets first blood. He's got the help of Crimsix. I'm still watching to see if Clay can win this one. No! It's Scump that gets the better of him. 5 seconds remaining. There's no time for the objective to go down. OG, patience pays off as they take that round and go up 1-0.
I mean, it really is just a great decision not to send anybody on the flank. You want to take these gunfights as a team, making sure you can trade them out. And again, you saw the setup from FaZe. They were waiting for someone from Optic Gaming to push, and it just did not happen. And then they just didn't have enough time. They had to make something happen, and they just came up short. So saw one strategy in the books. We're going to see what OG decides to try and do on offense. Looks like they're going towards B.
We touched on how Crimsix struggled so far in the game mode this weekend. Currently 2-0, and Optic, they know the nade spots toward those arch stairs. They don't actually get anybody this time around. Karma will be the first one to challenge. He's got the help of Formal there, but it's Zuma striking first blood. All 3 kills for FaZe coming from this one. Man, there's the 4th as well. Tommy Papa lights out here in game 2.
Feeling confident as well. Has 2 players trapped in bike shot. Notice they're both there. Clayster's able to clean one up, so Scump is going to be trapped in. Gunfight comes out on top. Scump, there's just not much he can do in that situation. So FaZe getting back on the board, all because of that first blood from none other than Zuma.
Look at the amount of hits it took to kill him. 8 bullets spread across Attach, Enable, and then finally Clayster to close that one out 1-1. So far, the defensive side has been the winning side on Retaliation, Search and Destroy. Back on over to FaZe, who are on offense. And you saw Clayster in that final kill cam with the 2 kills to close it on out. We'll watch him off the break to see how he holds off this lower street push.
Seems to be pretty much what we saw in the first time around. Very slow play in Optic Gaming, as you pointed out. Pretty much the exact same strat. Flooding 3 people out towards B, gonna back at least one of those players up. So again, just waiting for someone to make a mistake. Now that being said, the A bomb plan is gonna be open as Clayster is gonna fall on that flanking. That might be just enough motivation to not try and get this bomb down. FaZe is gonna need to get some picks.
Scump has had some great challenges with that OSA so far this map, getting up close and personal. The NV4 didn't stand a chance, but look, good Attach and Crew trying to flank this curve side. Does get shots into 1. 3 versus 2 now for Optic Gaming, making it 2v2 as there's no trade for Scump, so the 4v2 number advantage Optic Gaming had has now been eliminated, and that's going to force him to play from some awkward engagements. The objective has been planted. How does Attach play this one? He's going all the way across the map.
Yeah, Optic Gaming is going to have no clue where Attach is. So Enable's by himself. He's giving away his position. He's actually going to be pinched in just a little bit. So Attach is going to need to come help. See, Enable is going to fall, but still Attach's position is not known, and he is in the best spot possible to clutch this 1v2. He is going to get spotted, though, and Formal's going to waste no time.
Uh-oh!
Shot coming in. Crimsix.
Whoa!
Letting them know.
You know, the bags may have been retired, but there's a new way to let your opponents know you're saying hello. That's the salute. Crimsix, he hasn't shown emotion since he was constructed in a warehouse at birth. And Formal with precise shots wins Optic Gaming that round. I love a little banter, don't you, Chance?
A lot of banter, honestly.
Yes,
great.
The more the merrier.
Be delightful to see. Salute feature. Pretty nice as well. Still though, FaZe been nothing but defensive sided wins, so they're going to be looking to tie this one up at 2-2. Optic Gaming going to be going back towards this B side, but FaZe is going to meet them right there. There's going to be a lot of gunfights going down. If anyone decides to challenge, players sliding across, getting aggressive as well. Karma's going to try and go to bedroom. He's going to get shot in the back, and no one's going to be there for the instant trade. However, they at least know where Zuma is.
I don't think they saw Zuma cross, so they had no idea he was playing under the scaffolding side. Karma tries to make the hero play. Doesn't work out this time around. High risk, high reward. Zuma basically gets gifted a kill there with the Naval. 4 versus 2. Formal trying to even the numbers back out. Scump and Formal, the T2P duo, seeing if they can convert their first offensive round of the game across the map. Is Formal possibly about to get in an engagement here? 2 versus 2. Formal now double positive, and look at the rotation it's now prompted. Did Scump see it? It doesn't appear so, as on your minimap, FaZe players just trying to move together while Optic Gaming have to focus on the objective.
Optic Gaming being very patient right now. They only have 30 seconds, and it looks like they're going to rotate into the rotation. So FaZe is one step ahead for the moment, but it's going to come down to those gunfights. Formal's going to have a player right in front of him. It looks like Clash was able to get that one. Scump there is there for the trade. 1v1 Scump with the Osa comes out on top. Is it T2P? I think it is.
Oh, Chance, you're making me excited, my friend. Here's it is from Scump's perspective. Perfect shots to get the 2-piece. Optic Gaming clutch the 2v4. Those are rounds you cannot give away if you're FaZe Clan here on Championship Sunday.
Especially because that's the first offensive win we've seen so far. So Optic Gaming, again, looking very strong to tie it this series, but they have a long way to go. FaZe have been playing very passively on offense so far, and it looks like they're going to be mixing the strats up. Heading mid-map, nice little spread. They have a player on top, Plaque. Zuma able to get the first blood. That's like his 3rd or 4th one, and all of that kill feed is red on the left side. Formal in the 1v4. He might be able to pick up one, but he's surely going to get traded out. He doesn't even get that.
That was easy for FaZe. Optic have done the same thing on defense 3 times in a row. So FaZe, instead of sending players to focus towards that top bridge area, say, we will beat you at your own game. They send 4 towards bridge. They storm out the area, 4 towards arch, storm out the area, wipe Optic Gaming off the map. Beautiful response from FaZe. And OG, they're now beginning to understand, okay, FaZe are adapting to what we're doing. I expect the next defense for Optic to be set up completely different.
Well, a problem right now Optic is going to have is how many first bloods has Zuma got? Like, that's what he's like built his reputation off in Search and Destroy. He's magical with that, and he's been consistent with it. This time, though, it is going to be Formal that strikes first. Zuma's going to go for the trade, and Crimsix is going to be there. The bait and switch coming in from Optic. Attached, though, it's going to even up the odds just a little bit. We saw a 2v3 clutch earlier from the Optic Gaming boys. Can FaZe do the same? Well, Attached is going to fall on Naval. It's a very difficult situation. This looks like to be a round for Optic.
Naval, what can he do from this spot? 3 of the best players in the history of Call of Duty alive against him. He's going to go ahead and check that top angle near patio. 30 seconds remaining. Remember, in competitive, it is a 7.5 second defuse. There's the first blood and no trade. Scump and Formal both still alive as they're going to begin the rotation towards this bottom bike area. Naval sees one, but not going to happen. Optic Gaming close the door, now up 4-2.
Yeah, and the primary goal in a situation like that is just to try and get as many kills as possible, and if the opponent makes mistakes, then you actually try and clutch the 1v3. So you saw he was taking his time, checking his corners. It's just a tough situation to go in from the get-go. Either way, though, Optic Gaming, they've won the only offensive round so far, and they're looking to do the exact same.
If you're just tuning in, game 1 was close down to the wire, 250 to 238 for FaZe. Now, FaZe are on the back foot, though, having to fight from 2 rounds behind. And Chance, what did I say? Next defense, Optic going to change things up. It's exactly what they do. The arch strat no longer working, so they'll put a little bit more focus towards this top patio side.
Well, they're going to have 2 players up there right now. A lot of shots exchanging as well. Now, this bomb can likely get planted. There's still going to be a player for Optic creeping around top bedroom. That's going to be Scump. Placer, though, he's going to be the player supporting his teammate. Looks like they're going to be potentially going for this before they get this bomb down. Scump, though, able to get the first blood on none other than Zuma. Scump's going to get the second as well. Not going to get traded out. Formal's in a tough spot, but he's got the help from his teammates. Attached, though, he's able to pick up Karma on the exchange. Placer's going to be able to pick up Crimsix, and this quickly turns into a 2 versus 2.
Listen, every single kill here is where I'm thinking action's going to develop. It doesn't wind up happening. 2v4 potentially for the side of FaZe as they're trying to match Optic Gaming. What can Scump do? Look at what he's got to use, though, folks. That payload ability, the perfect one for this scenario. Did he get spotted in top bedroom? I don't believe so. 20 seconds left. He's going to choose a site to go to, and, well, we know more than they do. That is not the right one. Scump against Attach and Clayster. The world champions back in Advanced Warfare. against arguably the best ever in Call of Duty. Scump challenges first. The OSA from this range, not what you want to have. He knows he's got to go from a different angle, as he'll go ahead, back up, regen his health, and challenge again.
Well, I'm not sure if FaZe knows he has reactive either. If he could get close to him and challenge, he could easily get that two-piece, because again, those players are just bunching up. Still though, he does not have really nearly enough time to be able to pull this off. He's just trying to go for the pick, so not really going to see a round win out of this. But again, just wants to stay alive, not give the opponent too much. So looks like FaZe is going to be able to come out on top.
If you saw right there, FaZe never gave Scump an opportunity to take a one-on-one gunfight. There was always a second player challenging. And while that's about a minute of Scump staying alive, actually Clay does kill him in the end. And there you see the hype from Clayster. He is locked in and focused. As FaZe, they want this 2-0 series lead chance, but it's not going to be easy. Optic still have the round lead.
Gonna have to continue it now. It's been said in the past that once you get to 4 rounds in Search and Destroy, that's where things really get difficult if you're the team that is behind. So again, Optic Gaming still favored. Gotta win an offensive round though. Really put the stamp on it.
Scump 7-4. He's been carrying the objective for Optic Gaming all weekend in Search and Destroy, and uh-oh. Here's your mini-map. Look at what FaZe are doing. It is time for a change of pace. And there's going to be one player in the back ready for this for Optic Gaming. Does Crim expect this pressure? They haven't seen anything at B, so they've got to know something's up.
Well, Crim's going to spot at least one player. I'm not sure he's aware there's a player all the way in the back. Shots are going to go down. He's able to stay alive for just a moment. The player's going to challenge though attach. Able to clean that one up. The 4-man flank is successful still though, 2v4. And you see, yep, Clayster, he was waiting for the rotation the entire time. Saw both those players cross. And you can see he's waiting for those red arrows to come up with him. He's not challenging. He's doing the smart thing. His teammates are there. Gives his position away, but attach cleans up one. The other's going to fall shortly after. Perfect Search and Destroy right there from the FaZe clan.
I've got to clap it up for that. That is one of the best rounds of defensive Search and Destroy I have seen on Retaliation. Optic played right into the hand of FaZe, and now we've got ourselves a tied game, folks. Going into round number 9, Optic Gaming, they've given up 3 in a row as they've got to regain their control on the map. Clayster with this overdrive, and uh-oh, folks. It is about to get juicy. Clayster wants to make the impact. Oh, doesn't spot the first one there. Another player challenging as they'll back up. They see the light of that sniper scope and do not want to challenge at all.
That would be a pretty key giveaway. You can see though 2 players have pushed up over towards that flat area. So FaZe does have pretty good positioning as well for being on offense. Scump though, again, it's going to be Zuma that falls as well. Formal though loses the gunfight to attach from that close range. Also a little bit too good. You can see exactly what Clayster's game plan is. Someone at some point will challenge Bedroom. He's going to be ready for it, or he's not going to be ready for it. Gets the worst possible timing. Attach though is able to pick up a kill.
2 versus 1. Clayster and Enable up against Karma. Karma going to check towards this low side. Has he been spotted? Doesn't make it a 1v1 as of yet. And the player actually gets out with his life. It's a worst case scenario. One-on-one active camo gets used though. Beautifully read by Enable. Those payload abilities coming into play in the end. We'll see it again from Enable's perspective. He gets out with his life. Reads it like a book. Karma did have rewind, but when you can't see the player, you don't know it's time to use it. 5-4. FaZe now 1 round away from going up 2-0.
And that's rough too. He was a bullet away from being able to get that clutch. Either way though, backs against the wall. Optic Gaming already down 1-0 in the series. Obviously a must-win round. Looks like they're going back to B. So far though, FaZe, they get aggressive by this B bomb side on defense, and they've seen quite a bit of success.
Already 1 payload used. That's going to be attached, getting out with his life for the moment. Crimsix with first blood. It's exactly what Optic Gaming need. And look, it's pushed FaZe back. This objective now opened on up. Do Optic Gaming read it correctly? They do. Scump will go ahead and plant it. He'll earn that reactive armor for this round if needed. Optic Gaming just need to play this one the way they know how to close this round on out. Formal, probably going to be the first one to get into engagement here as he's going to get called to his teammates that he needs help. 3v2 now.
Well, really, if you're Optic Gaming, you want this round win without burning any of those payloads as well. So you want the cleanest round you possibly can. Karma's able to pick up a kill, and it looks like it's just going to be that 1v3. Clayster's able to get one. He's going to get traded out for the second. So we're going to round 11. Could you ask for anything more? A 4-point game or something like that in the hard pointer. I think it was 12 actually. And now round 11 in the S&D. And again, you gotta keep an eye on those payloads.
Vegas is waking up, folks in the venue. If you're ready for this round 11, make some noise. Oh boy, it's FaZe on offense. What do they try to do? Is there another trick up their sleeve? And oh no, this one's gonna go quick. It's an overdrive right away from Clayster, and he's realizing Optic Gaming are here, and somehow 2 kills for FaZe. Crim answers with one of his own. Optic Gaming in the 2 versus 3. They're gonna back on up. Karma will challenge. 2 versus 2. There's one player just on the other side. Crimsix gets the kill as well. It's a 1v2. Clayster by himself. He's pinned in the corner. One-on-one. Karma gets the kill. And look at Scump in the camera's face. Optic Gaming know the shot.